Honey, we're home.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my
Maybe
10th
they're
round
just
of the
talking about
Avengers.
peeing at racetracks. Maybe.
You do know that I'm a good 3 centuries
Maybe.
older than you, right?
Then you've got a lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the fourth quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
Not at Daytona. They had
Always
they just had
movie
good old-fashioned urinals.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk?
Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
Haha. He's
You know
playing
what they
Monopoly.
say, all work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
I have a message on Superlink. Hunter, you there? In case nobody gave the rundown, this is how Spark works. Blade and Cap Marvel just filled us in. Freaky stuff, especially Faustus. You should come hang out. Thank you, but I am tired. Somebody's not going to take no for an answer. Look, bitch, I want to go to sleep, okay?
Good. You answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of One speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff. Cool room. Spacious. Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
This feels like an invasion of
Yes.
privacy. Can you please
So-
leave my room?
If you're planning on giving me some sort of brooding code of the stoic warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask later, Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
I would like to go to sleep.
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a midnight sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately.
Uh-huh.
I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
Ooh. Oof. Oof. Oof.
I will meet you outside.
Dadgummit, now I gotta go play checkers.
Yes! I'll go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of ancient wonders a little?
They want to be friends. Alright.
Something tells me you don't have a favorite movie.
So let's watch a movie. It's movie night at the Abbey, apparently. So this is the other aspect. You gain friendship
I know this entire
and benefits
situation's
into the
gotta
next
suck for
day
you.
by doing this with all
Not
the
just
teammates.
The whole resurrected,
So
chosen
each
one
night
thing.
you have to choose somebody to hang out with.
I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
That is terrible.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only way forward, right?
Seeing like this character, I have
Look,
no
I'm
idea who this
glad
character
my mother's
is.
gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I think she's from the Runaways, but I'm not 100% sure.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I really needed that.
Okay. So see, we got +8 friendship for doing a movie night.
So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
I should go.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively.
What
Looks
you
like you're finding
want?
your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
Yeah.
I was planning on getting some rest, but
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
to stand still is to move back.
You got that one from Agatha. She used to say it all the time. I always preferred, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, don't fix it.
Used to.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
Agatha's dead.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
She tried to take over Wanda's powers.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat.
Dadgummit,
if
Wanda.
Wanda's
You
powers
always
were left
just,
unchecked.
you know, melting people.
So I did what needed to be done.
You and Jean
I
Grey.
sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
See, here's here's like a light and dark choice we can make. So we're gonna
Was
go
Wanda
light.
so different from me as a child?
Because I like
That
playing
easy
the
to
good
send her
guy.
away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda.
Light is always
Agatha.
better. Light is
It
good,
seems we've lost them both now.
but darkness is
I
just
conjured
the
a small
absence of
shrine
light.
to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Yep, see here. Follow the path of light or dark through the choices they make. Powerful rewards can be unlocked. It's 100 moves to get down either path. Follow Charlie. Good boy, Charlie. Where are you taking me? Now, when we're out here, we need to pick up anything we see on the ground. Like these little mushrooms and stuff. Oh, Agatha. Ah! It's a ghost.
Agatha.
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's.
Thanks.
Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me.
Mm-hmm.
By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body.
Yeah, you did.
I actually find it quite liberating.
But you're not dead.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
Meet me by the
The
cave.
Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, what's the worst that can happen? A witch leading me astray through the woods? A dead witch? Yeah, no. Look, man, I saw WandaVision. I don't trust this. I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all. What's this over here? Something blue. It's blue. New haven discovered. The dry runes. The numerous haven locations on Abbey grounds once discovered, a haven can be used for special daytime hangout with a hero where the friendship rewards are increased. Each haven can only be used once. Each hero can only attend a single haven over the course of a game. Okay. Cool. She's sketchy. I mean, just her name alone, Agatha Harkness. Agatha. That just sounds like I'm an evil person. Like, oil, boil, trouble, double trouble, put you in a cauldron and bubble you into stew and grind your bones to dust.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
The only one, huh?
Bloodgate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
Yeah, you
I
know.
do.
You already
It's
know.
always polite to ask.
Whoa.
Whoa. Trial of the Elder Gods, Oshtor. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Gotta do some trial. We'll do a trial.
Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within
Costume
these
change.
celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Oshtor.
Oshtor.
Sarah, Caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat.
Trial
with
by
no chance
combat.
of outside interference.
Okay.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why
Loophole?
don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
to me, demon dog.
Charlie?
Oh yeah, there we go.
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
I don't need luck, I got skill. Defeat all the enemies to complete the encounter.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight.
Team and
or at
dogs.
least her idea of one.
Alright. Do a quick slash.
You were
KO! 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 Nothing. That one's 2. Ooh, and I could get like a couple here. Let's do a howl. Apply 2 mark to each enemy in the area. So if we do it like right here, it'll mark all those guys. Mark is good because it gives you the card back.
I saw a move like that once.
So
Centuries ago.
now he can like bite one of these guys and kill him. Get the card play
I am impressed.
because of the mark, and then we're drawing a card because it's bite. So
Now that was something.
and it's giving us heroism the entire time as well. Let's do. Let's do a whip on these two because they're marked.
You had a chance to escape.
So that'll refund 1 card.
Your mother abandoned you.
Damage this guy down to 10. Don't quite have enough for it. I still have 2 card plays. So I'm gonna redraw a howl. If I kept getting, yeah, I could have just kept doing it over and over and over again if I kept getting the bite cards. But I think Charlie only has 2 bite cards in his deck, so it's not really likely that you'd be able to. It might be 4, but I don't. You're not. It's not likely to get that to happen. But something like this will. Then bite this, get that card back. We're gonna run out of cards before we run out of card plays. Which is kind of funny. Go ahead and leap over. It's kind of where the environmental stuff comes into play, right? So we can use these rocks and stuff. 2 of the same card is max in the deck, yeah. Can't unfortunately get both of them. I can get one or the other, so we'll just get.
Feel my call.
All but 1 is not too bad for the first turn. I feel like there's a way we could have probably perfect this, like had a perfect score and got all of them. But hey, I'd say it's a pretty good first turn.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Let's give Charlie a heal. Just because, so we finished with full HP. Knock him into the wall. KO!
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
I mean, I don't know how you do that much better than that. That was pretty good. Nice. Caught between light and dark is the hunter. I am the hunter. Agatha Shrine. Enter Oshtor's cavern. Alright. In the cavern. Ugh. We got here a moon seal. Sure. Looks like it belongs here.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright. I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now.
Okay.
The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind. The blood.
The
Your
blood.
lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstances.
Take some blessings. We'll take some
Why
blessings.
don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Ah. Yo, Ashtor, open the door. Open the door. Words of power. Dusfo Ra? Are we Dragonborn now?
Ashtor guides my hand.
We're Dragonborn now. What's going on? We Dragonborn. Dragon these nuts.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia.
This is hard to believe.
Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here.
Okay.
And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Good night, Agatha. Oh, good thing I was ready to go to sleep and everything, you know. Sheesh. Maybe I wasn't.